I have a duty, and I wish to preserve humanity. So I'm going to talk about Palestine. And if you're triggered, get out. No one wants to speak to you. I am here for people who are ready to be shaken, because I've mentioned this. And this is not the long video. This is again another filler video while I can prepare something that is going to be striking. Why have animators been silent about Palestine? And before anyone is like, you're not obliged to do whatever. Honestly, what if you were in that situation? What if you were in their boat and someone said they don't care about you? Do you know how heartbreaking it is? I have Palestinian friends and they ask me if I'm okay. Genuinely, not even as a formality. They ask me straight up, are you okay? I'm worried about you. Imagine someone suffering through a genocide is asking me how I am. I'm ashamed. I want to say that to the animators who are silent, and I talk about animators, I talk about everyone. I mention animators because I am in that line of industry. You guys disgust me severely. And it is like a disease that you have chosen to keep within yourself. Let's address some things before anyone gets misunderstandings. If you are afraid of getting criticism, valid, but so am I. Why am I still posting? I just want to say, if you are someone who is supportive, don't take this as a negative outtake, because I am here for the audience that needs to be shaken. Like I said, if you have been supporting them, if you are someone who supports humanity, even keeping them in your prayers, even if you can't financially support, that is a beautiful thing already. But I am here to talk about people who have just turned a blind eye, because I am disgusted with how silent people are being. And if you're like, we don't care, we don't know them, they don't know you, and yet some of them still wonder about you. If you were in their situation and someone told you they don't care, are you not part of humanity? Are we not the same species? Why aren't we looking out for each other? And if anyone talks about greed and this world is not all that, trust me, I know. But why are we contributing to that? We know that this world is infected with a disease of greed and not caring about each other. So why are we being pathetic and giving in to that ourselves? I am here to talk about things. Sure, I make review-related content and I do stuff which may seem different. I'm still alternating to find what kind of content floats my boat. But the most important thing is I'm not going to forget my principles. I'm not going to forget what I originate from. And that is my passion and willingness to help others. And I'm not promoting myself by any means here. I am just telling you guys that regardless of what side you may see of me online, my heart will always be with the righteous. And I am not by any means trying to be an anti-Semite. If anyone tries to get that stupid accusation on me, I swear, I respect all religions. Just respect mine and I'll respect you. And I just want to say, I take immense offense with what's happening in Palestine. And anyone who contributes to it makes me sick to my stomach. You're not a human to me. And before people think, okay, I'm just speaking about one side, I already know the story, okay? I've done my research. And I do wish to say that even for the other side, there can be innocent people who are not involved, and they are not people I am mad at. So that's how you know I looked into both sides of the story. But regardless, I just want to say that animators should be ashamed of themselves for having a huge platform, immense audience. You can literally illustrate an entire story for humanity, and you decide to just stick with doing what you usually do. Once again, no one is obligated, and don't use this against me because I have a point. But if you're a human being and you look out for others, it makes you more admirable. And as I said, these are the same people who asked about me. You don't have food. You don't have shelter. You get displaced. Why do you ask me if I'm okay? You know I have all the necessities, alhamdulillah, and yet you are still asking me how I am. I feel ashamed. I want to do more for them. And I do have a fundraiser. I will link some in my description. I do want to say that I am truly supporting Palestine. I don't care if anyone labels me as anything stupid. I know what I am. I know what I stand for. I know Allah is my witness. I know God is watching. I know who I am. I don't need anyone else to manipulate things. But all I want to say is I stand firmly with them. Being online is already solving half the problem because I already made my presence known. And if I am someone who's going to shake up the animation industry specifically, then let Suzu Tales be the first because no one else decided to step up. So yeah, while I know Palestine will prevail because the righteous always win and every kingdom will fall eventually, I just want to say that I hope that this gives some form of nerve to some of you to post about Palestine, to make it known. And it's not for attention. You're not doing this for clout. You're doing this because you're a human being. So I want to say, regardless of what content you see on this channel, my heart is with them. And I don't want anyone to twist my words. So this is my raw, vulnerable speech. This is how you will hear me speak about them. This video is proof of my support. And once again, I just wish to say that they care about you too. You never asked for their care. They asked you for your care from time to time. Regardless, they still cared. Let that sink in. And if it doesn't, get some help.